a huge role, obviously, this year. Just talk about your role and just how it has to make you feel good how big of a role you're playing in this offense.
Right now, my role is like I have the H position, and then when we go 10 personnel, I go at the Y. So I'm on the field a lot this year, and I love it.
You're on special teams too. I mean, it shows you what the coaches say about you. What do they tell you in meetings? Like, what do you need to get better at?
Right now, I'm considered as a playmaker, but I need to get better at just little things. Just little things like my depth on routes and stuff like that. When I'm tired, because I'm in there so much, so it's just little things like that.
Coach Myers talked about like needing a guy that's going to be able to not just catch a ball, and make plays after the catch. You seem to be a guy that can do that. Can you speak more about that? Being able to make a guy miss. You showed that against the Army, that's for sure.
Yeah, every time I touch the ball, I just try to score. So trying to score, you're gonna have to make a lot of people miss. So I just try to have that mindset, and that's what helps me.
I feel like the last few weeks you've played better. It seems noticeable that you've kind of been hard to take down. You've turned negative plays into positive plays. Do you feel like you have reached a new level in your game? Because I don't know anything about football, but it seems like from what I've seen that you've kind of taken that next step.
I feel like I got stronger in the weight room, so that helped me a lot. With me being stronger, it's harder for me to take down. Then the type of body I got is hard. So I feel like that's one of the reasons. And the off season, in camp, I was working on my second level, yards after catch and stuff like that. So that's paying off for me.
KJ, you and Paris came to the H-back room in different ways. You being more true receiver, Paris being a true running back. How's that dynamic worked out between the two of you, and how do you feel like you two can complement each other when you're on the field?
We complement each other a lot because we go in that deep, the same safeties and DBs at different styles. So they know I'm more quicker, and then Paris is more vertical. So it's a different style, So it's hard for the DBs to catch on to what we're doing.
Yeah, it seems like over the last week, or at least against Army, there was maybe an increased sense of speed, especially coming from the wide receiver after the first 2 weeks. Is there something? Is that just going into the third week? Is that, or is there? Do you guys feel faster as a unit over the last few weeks?
The last few games we've been doing more of evaluating instead of just running. So our emphasis the past game was just to come off the ball. So we met with that in the meetings and stuff. So that was our emphasis in the game versus Army. So that's what we worked on.
Yeah, it's one of the things that JT was talking about was how these short kind of maybe screen passes are kind of extensions of the running game. Do you feel like that is your role, or is there a way to, is there a role for you kind of in the deep ball as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's the short yardage and deep passes. So, safety isolation. We really haven't got a lot of shots at that because of how the defense is playing us right now. So, but I am.
Do you feel like this offense made the progress it needed to make on Saturday, and what are the things that you need to continue to get better at this week?
Yeah, we made a lot of progress, just playing fast. We want to play faster because, as you can tell, Army was tired and we was running plays and they were still trying to set up their defense. So if we keep going like that, that'll help us in the long run.
As a wide receiver on this team, when you hear fans say there should be a quarterback change, do you guys get, I won't even ask you to speak for the whole group, do you get annoyed when you hear that? Do you laugh about that when you hear fans say there should be a quarterback change? Or what goes through your mind when you hear the fans say that?
I mean, the fans gonna say what they gotta say, but they don't know what's going on in the inside. So, we hear it, we see it, but we just don't pay no attention to it.
Do you feel like last week helped in terms of building confidence, building rhythm between receivers and JT?
Oh yeah, definitely, especially the rhythm part, and timing and stuff like that. Plus, we've been working on that in practice too, so that has increased.
It seems like timing was a bit faster as well. Just did you feel like with that increased rhythm, did that increase the tempo?
Yeah, it did. The timing and how fast we were playing. So everything was just fast.
AJ, you mentioned that during practice you all sort of start to pick up more rhythm. How exactly do you all do that? Like, what's the key during practice to find more rhythm between the quarterback and the receivers?
Well, I feel like we do that in routes with just quarterbacks and receivers. We have a period when we just throwing and catching. And, then definitely in practice we play fast against the defense. So with somebody in front of us, we're doing the same thing. And so we just picking up our rhythm with that.
Coach Meyer mentioned yesterday that the punt return game, you guys haven't really been able to get much going there. What do you guys feel like are things you need to do to be able to enable you to start returning more punts?
Well, with how the styles of punts we've been getting, it went like Indiana, it was all short, bad punter, and then Oklahoma, they was going for it on 4th down, so we've been going after the punts, so really when we going after trying to block it, it's really nothing. I'm supposed to fair catch it, but I try to do something with it when I ain't supposed to, but I mean, we're going to get it going as the season started though.
So it's really more a matter of just circumstances.
Yeah.
Hey KJ, did Nebraska recruit you?
Yeah, they did.
What do you remember about the recruitment process? Did you ever go down to visit? Was it a hassle to get to Lincoln from Arkansas? What was that like?
In my head, I already knew I wasn't going to Nebraska, so I was just taking their phone calls and stuff like that. But
I mean, do you think that it's kind of a pain that when in a situation when unofficial visits are a big deal, if you have a hard time getting to a campus, did you remember that during your time that it might have been harder for you to get there, even though you were in kind of the general location?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if I when Oregon offered me, like I wanted to go to Oregon, but to go see it, but like it's 2 days away or a day away or something like that. So you're not finna drive or catch a flight for that. So you just have to use your official. But it's harder for schools far, like on the West Coast, for me to go there. So that was a hassle.
So you were able to drive up here I know it's still a long drive from Arkansas to Ohio, don't get me wrong, but you were able to drive up here and see things when you wanted to?
Yeah, I did. 10 hours. It was a straight drive, but it's all right.
But Lincoln's in a weird place. It's kind of like you can't. Like we're going to the game and we're flying into Kansas City and driving. Like it seems like it'd be a hassle to. And I didn't know if that ever played a part in your interest there because it was such a hassle to get to it.
Nah, that wasn't a part of it. It was just I felt like I didn't want to go there. I ain't had no interest in it, so.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Just go to Kansas City and go left, right?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, KJ.
Last question is for KJ.
Everybody, the big thing, and we were talking about this after the game the other day, but the run pass option seems to be a growing part of y'all's offense. What, from your vantage point, does it bring that maybe y'all were missing, or do you feel a little more comfortable in that, in that attack kind of thing?
Yeah.
What does it mean for you from a wide receiver standpoint?
For me, we in space, so like when you get the ball in space to a playmaker, that's what you love. And the defense can't stop it because they don't know which one coming.
Yeah.
And then like how JT does it, he can run it, so they gotta honor both of them. So it's either which one you're gonna take.
You in particular, all the bubbles you caught on Saturday, how many of those were options or run pass option at the beginning?
Half of them.
Yeah, half of them. So you've got to be aware. I mean, it's kind of like a trailing back on the wishbone.
Yeah, it's a good thing we got in the offense right now, and I feel like that's gonna help us down the road.
Where does it play to JT's strengths, in your opinion?
Because he got a choice. He can run it, or he can hand it off, or he can run it out, and then if somebody come up, they can throw it to me or whoever out there. So, I mean, it's just pick and choose what you want to do.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, KJ.
Thanks, KJ.